So, to get ready for Hazbin Hotel Season 2, I rewatched the whole first season and man, what a ride. Like, it really reminded me that this show's problems go way beyond the swearing and all the sexual jokes. Yeah, the animation looks great, sure, but the character design, super questionable. The musical part doesn't really work as a musical. The characters are flat, the story is all over the place, and the whole hotel and redemption thing they keep talking about either it's just disappear halfway through or it never really hits the way it's supposed to. And that ending, oh man, that ending deserves an award. Growing up that many times in less than 20 minutes, that's talent right there. And don't even get me started on the romance. There's basically kinda no chemistry, kinda. So yeah, is Hazbin Hotel bad because it's Hazbin Hotel, or is it Hazbin Hotel because it's bad? One of my first problem with Hazbin Hotel is the fact that the pilot episode is actually considered canon, but for some reason it's not included in the first season. And like, I kinda get it, it'd be weird to go from an episode with different voices and animation that looks way worse than the rest of the show. It's like when I started season 2 of Oregaru and suddenly the animation quality just shot through the roof. It felt weird, but in a good way. If there was a problem, they could have just reanimated the pilot with the show's current art style and new voice cast. I mean, it's not like Hazbin Hotel was short on visual budget or anything. This thing looks expensive. What really bothers me though, especially with Hazbin Hotel, is that you constantly have to go online and dig through random stuff the creator posts just to understand the show. Like in this case, you literally have to go on YouTube and watch the pilot. And there's difference between answering leftover questions after your story is done and not being able to explain basic things while your show is still happening. But okay, maybe that's just me being picky. Anyway, let's talk about the animation itself. Visually, you can tell Amazon put a lot of money into this thing. The animation is super smooth, the characters are always reacting to stuff, even the ones in the background. So yeah, fluidity is definitely not the issue here. My problem is the colors, and I don't even wanna go deep into that. I just don't like the color choices. There are a few moments where I actually think they nailed it. If you want an example of a show that handles colors way better, look at Gentry Chow. And it's funny cause both shows use ARM colors a lot, but Gentry Chow actually makes it work. Now, the thing that really bothered me about Hazbin Hotel's animation easily is the character design. Let's start with the angel part of it. From what we've seen so far, I can safely say the angels' design are just boring, like painfully boring. There's honestly not much to even say about them, they're just bland. Now, the demons, oh man, where do I even start? Sit down, let's talk about this. The demons in Hazbin Hotel don't even look like demons. I mean, I'll give Charlie a pass, you do need at least one cute character to sell merch, even though this is supposed to be an adult show. But normally when adult shows do that, I mean, when adult shows exist, it's to tell better stories, not to sell plushes. Anyway, back to Hazbin Hotel. Most of the characters don't look like demons at all. They just look like random monsters or weird creatures you'd never guess are supposed to be from hell. Like, look at this guy. The only unique thing about him is that he has a TV for a head. That's not demonic. This is a furry character design. Even the random backgrounds don't look like they belong in hell. Trust me, okay? Even if reading, where the demons are literally just people with horns, they still look like more demons than the ones in Hazbin Hotel. And that's the thing. The designs just don't fit the tone of the show. It's supposed to be this adult series where the main cast is made up of demons, but none of them actually look like that. Like, when I see the main cast of Dungeon Meshi, I instantly know it's a fantasy show. When I see the main characters in Hazbin Hotel, all I think is what a colorful bunch. Never once do I think, yeah, these are demons. Even Granny Turbo looks more like a demon than these guys. Hazbin Hotel, like it or not, is a musical. And even though I'm not really a musical person, I'm not a hater either. It's just not my type of thing. But I can appreciate when it's done well. I mean, I'm super hyped for Ilium, so that should tell you something. But the real question is Hazbin Hotel actually a good musical? Well, it depends. See, for a musical to work, a lot of stuff needs to come together. You need good songs, good singers, and more importantly, all of that has to work inside the story. The songs can sound good on their own, sure, but when they play in context, they should carry a completely different kind of emotional weight. And when it comes to Hazbin Hotel, well, the voice acting is great, like shockingly good. There is not a single bad singer in the cast. The problem is that the songs themselves, most of them just aren't good. And here's the thing, the most important thing in musical songs are supposed to expand the story. They give you context, they show you emotions, fears, motivations, dreams. They let you understand the characters on a deeper level. And Hazbin Hotel fails hard at that. So, instead of dragging this out forever, I'll just summarize a few of them and focus on the main ones. Happy Day in Hell is completely forgettable. It doesn't need to exist at all, except maybe to show off the singer's voice, which is amazing by the way. Hell is Forever is just pointless. Everything it says could have been summed up in 2 or 3 lines of dialogue. It doesn't expand the world, it doesn't add anything. They'd gone, honestly I forgot that song even existed until I rewatched it. It says nothing that could have been said in 1 or 2 sentences. It's basically there just to make a TV head guy look dumb, and somehow make me question how he's supposed to be a threat in season 2. It starts with Sorry could have been great if the story around it was actually well written, but since the setup is weak, the song loses all the emotional impact it could have had. Respectless is no joke one of the most ridiculous and pathetic songs in the whole show. If Hell is Forever didn't need to exist, this one is in the same boat. Whatever it takes, oh man, this one is probably the most nonsensical of them all. We barely know anything about Carmine and suddenly she's singing about her fears. Like, girl, you're hot and all, but I don't even know you. Why should I care about your emotional breakdown? And to top it off, out of nowhere, Veg starts singing too. 2 characters with 0 connection suddenly act like they're in exact same emotional situation. Poison is only saved by the voice actor for Angel because otherwise it's a weak song with even weaker visuals. I'll talk more about that when I get to the character later. Loser Babe is bad, that's it, nothing else to say. And believe it or not, Hell's Greatest Dad is just, I don't know. Now, more than anything, that one is actually great. It does everything a good musical should. It talks about the character's past, shows their fears and insecurities, and lets them express their feelings in a way that makes sense as a song, not just a regular dialogue. I've basically got no complaints here. And since most of my comments about the songs basically come down to great voices wasted on mediocre songs, I'll just mention one more, Out for Love. That one also checks most of the boxes I talked about, and honestly it's my favorite song in the whole show. But really, the more you think about Hazbin Hotel songs, the clearer it becomes this show completely failed as a musical. When it comes to the characters, let's start with the V's. The TV head guy is just pathetic, like I have no idea how he's supposed to be a threat in season 2. Velvet Man is kinda sad when a villain from the Trolls franchise is a way better villain than you, in literally every possible way. Valentino is just disgusting, a useless creep, honestly. Alright, let's go to Heaven real quick. Seraphim is also, boring, sometimes disgusting, and I don't know, that's it, that's basically it. And this girl, she's basically Charlie, but in angel form. But this one, she's surprisingly amazing. I actually like her. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Anyway, Adam, man, if it wasn't for all the swearing, the sexual jokes, and all the over-the-top stuff he says, he could have been saved by his voice actor and that cool mask design. There are probably more characters up there, but honestly, I just don't care. Now Carmine, I actually like her. As for the main group, Husky only exists to be a terrible sidekick for Dusty. Nifty is fine, I guess. Faggy, believe it or not, probably has the most solid writing in the whole show. Charlie, I feel nothing, she's just there. And the first fallen angel, well, he's basically to Hazbin Hotel what Veronica is to Hell of a Boss. A super interesting concept that ends up wasted because the creator just doesn't know how to develop it. So they both end up feeling like shadows of what they could have been. I kinda miss the time when I was actually interested in Alastor's plans. You know, when I wanted to learn more about his past and what he was really up to. And then there's Angel Dust. Honestly, the worst character in the entire show, at least for me. Like, the fact that he basically hits on every single male character could have been used as some sort of defense mechanism. You know, something to show how broken he actually is, but the way the show handles it, it just becomes this funny little quirk of his. And since Hazbin Hotel is a musical and Angel Dust is a character who goes through sexual abuse, they decided to explore that through a song. And man, congrats to them, because they failed in every possible way. Visually, just Angel Dust in random sexual situations for no reason. The lyrics don't dig into his feelings, his pain, or anything really. And the worst part, the song that's supposed to deal with such a heavy topic is just a happy little pop song. Before I keep going, I gotta mention a song that actually does this kinda thing right. Hold Them Down from Epic the Musical. That song nails it. The lyrics, the melody, the emotion, the performance, everything just fits perfectly. And to this day, I've never seen an animatic of it that didn't threat the subject with the real respect. Anyway, back to Angel Dust. What's even the point of a song that doesn't do its job, especially when just a few moments later, Angel ends up talking about all that trauma with Husky anyway. And speaking of that, I'm sorry but Loser Baby it's not a good song. Not as a song and not even in what it's trying to say. Like the idea was supposed to be you're not alone in what you're going through, right? But the way it actually comes out, it's more like, oh, you think you're the only one who's messed up? Nah. Everyone is screwed too. So stop whining. And it just gets worse when they compare a guy who literally lost his soul in a card game to someone who's been through real, repeated abuse.